Hey guys, it's Sears, and I just thought since it's the end of the year, I should throw this out there and let you guys know. Because there are probably a lot of other people struggling with depression too. And I just wanted to come clean and say, there was a couple months this year, I barely got out of bed. I was in such deep funk. Mainly because of my MS. And the other day I realized that a lot of people don't even realize I have MS. It's getting worse now. So people are always like, why are you limping? Why do you have a cane? I'm like, well, it's a prop. It's part of my outfit, I guess. But seriously, a friend of mine goes, why do you have a cane on stage in that picture? And I said, well, because of my MS. She's like, oh yeah, I forgot. Because I've never really looked like I've had it for, well, it's been, wow, almost 18 years in March. And for 16 years, I didn't really have too many issues unless I got overheated. But anyways, so when I became unable to run, that was pretty bad. But when I struggled walking on a daily basis, that's when it got to me. And I had thoughts I really hope a lot of my friends never have to have, because they're not good thoughts. And I was in a very dark place. And reach out. I had to reach out. Finally, when I did, it helped me. And my friends were right there with open arms for me, of course. So just saying, if you deal with depression, just be upfront and honest with it and come forth. Because, if you're dealing with somebody, something, whatever, especially if it's a woman, it's probably a somebody. But if you're dealing with somebody, not everybody knows, and they can't see it necessarily. But if you're dealing with something that you feel like is the worst thing that's ever happened to you, know that it is no different than, like, for example, my MS or my breast cancer. Because my MS, not being able to walk, now is one of the worst things that's ever happened to me. And it's no different than somebody going through a divorce to their lifelong partner who cheated on them, and it's the worst thing that's ever happened to them. You know what? Hurts just the same. It on a scale from 1 to 100, if it's the worst thing, it's 100. If it's my worst thing that's 100, it doesn't matter if they're two totally separate things and one of them's stupid and one of them's not. It's still the worst fucking thing that's ever happened to you. So just know that, there are people out there. And, I started looking up and researching because I knew Squeaky from Laverne and Shirley had MS because I met him and read his book. But I started looking. Richard Pryor, we know Montel Williams, Michelle Obama's dad, Ann Romney, Mitt's wife, Annette Funicello, Alan Osmond, one of the Osmond brothers, and his son David, Terry Garr, David Horn, or Hahn, he's a Super Bowl football player, Clay Walker, country singer, and Gordon Schumer, Amy's dad. And I read that, and in Trainwreck, I'd seen it, but I didn't really pay attention. I guess they said that he had MS at the beginning. I didn't realize it. So I went back and watched it, and her dad's name in the movie is Gordon. Of course, she plays Amy in the movie, so. But they have him, and they had to put him in a nursing home because he couldn't walk on his own or take care of himself anymore. And I went back and watched that movie and felt, I thought it was awesome that she did that. And then I saw a tweet that she posted that her dad was able to stand for the first time in many years, and they could stand side by side because of this apparatus that held him upright. And it was really touching. I mean, for her to care that much about her dad. And yeah, this MS has made me have a heart. It's still black, don't get me wrong. But I have feelings, I guess, now. Stupid. But anyways, so just because you can't see it doesn't mean somebody doesn't have something. Or, just because somebody's hand's not shaking all the time doesn't mean they don't have Parkinson's and that they're taking 26 pills to hide it and their insides are bleeding because of it. I mean, just because you may not see it doesn't mean they don't have issues. Just know that everybody's going through something, no matter what. It may not be cancer, it may not be MS, it may just be troubles at home or whatever. And know that if you're depressed, you need to reach out for help. Trust me. It ain't worth it. Don't take the easy way out. I'm really glad I didn't. I got too much to do. I got too many jokes to sling still, so I'm not going anywhere for a long time. If I have to roll out on stage on a scooter, so be it. Hell, I'll roll out on that scooter topless. But I'll be out on that stage. Like I said, I call it stand-up, fall-down comedy. Have a good New Year's or New Year, excuse me. Make sure you get a DD. Don't worry, I'm not driving. I'll just look drunk because of my MS. But call Lyft, Uber, AAA, somebody. If you're drinking tonight, be safe. Get you a driver or a ride, however you see it. But anyways, have a great New Year's. Peace.